So they want you to look at. Some of you. Okay, so, okay, well, these are the love cards, so what did I expect? Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay, I received that. Some people out there are still praying for their soulmate, are still praying, am I ever going to get married again? Or am I ever going to have my soulmate or my best friend, to be with for my life, to share my life with? And, you get worried about it and you feel like it's never going to happen, okay? But this is saying your prayers, affirmations, visualizations, they have to visualize that it happened and then say thank you to the universe. Don't say, I'm so sad that I don't have somebody to love me. I lost my other spouse, or we broke up, I got divorced, or they died, whatever it happened. But I'm all alone. No, you're supposed to act as if what you want is here for you, okay? So, for example, I'm so happy and grateful I'm with my soulmate, the love of my life. He or she is my best friend. I can go to them with anything and they won't yell at me. They won't demean me. They'll lift me up, and they'll help me with any kind of problem. Okay, that's a true soulmate. All right. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualization help bring you together. Calling your soulmate. So say, thank you, dear God. Thank you, universe, for bringing me my soulmate. I'm so happy. We do lots of things together. We travel together. We go out to eat together. We watch TV together. We do whatever it is that you like to do. Okay? Act as if it already happened. Yeah, it takes imagination. Love yourself first. This is the last one. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Yes, we have to have respect for ourselves before anybody else shows you respect. Okay? Put yourself first. And people will pick up on that and say, oh, okay, that person just really likes to go out on a Saturday night, but they like me to call them during the week leading up to it. Okay? Or that person likes their space. So I'll just ask them to ask me out when they want to go somewhere. Okay? Whatever it is, have respect for yourself. Be happy with yourself, in yourself, and alone before you can be with somebody else. Don't think that somebody's going to swoop in and make you happy to the core. That doesn't happen. You have to get yourself happy too. You have to love this person first. Okay? It's a hard lesson to learn, but once you do learn it, it's wonderful. Okay, that one's done. Okay, mermaids. I have to definitely do the mermaid cards. 1 second, guys. I'm just going to switch this music because it is really low.
It's hard to relax if you have to DIY. Grab life by the Groupon.
I don't get a good, what's it called?
Finally, I can experience a humanity lost to a 13-year-old
I can't get rid of the commercials. Yeah, I don't, what is it called? A connection out here. The connection is not great. And I forgot to bring water out again. Sorry guys. I gotta light another one. Another burn. Let me know if you enjoy the burns as much as I do. And I'm so sorry that I haven't done it in so long. I guess I'm lazy when I do it in my dining room, but I can concentrate much better out here. So as long as it's not raining, I can come out here. Because the rain comes through the roof and would get my cards and the camera wet. So coal. If it just gets like a little bit of a spark, then you know it's ready to go in. I think I saw a spark. Let's go, Scorpio, let's go. Let's go, Scorpio, let's go. I think it's working, but I need an assistant. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Okay. Let's use something from Pure Mischief. Pure Mischief has a YouTube channel in England, and this is for protection. Yeah, we need that. Cool. Let me just take it like this. That doesn't work. Yeah, so check out her YouTube channel under Pure Mischief. And she's really a good singer, cool singer. Okay, and then I'm just going to put a little copal to make it really go. I'm going to tell Devin to order more, because now I'm going to get my burns back on. Yeah. Okay. You can see the spirits in there sometimes. They're angels, they're nice. They love us. Okay. And a little Palo Santo up in this bitch. Any messages, I'm open and receptive to receiving. Nothing negative, no dark energies are allowed to be in my home. I'm protected by the white light of Jesus. The divine white light is always protecting me and helping me to guide others and deliver the messages in a respectful way. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you, Jesus. Scorpio. Come out to play, yay. I don't have my beer bottles this year. I have some wine bottles, but gotta do the Scorpio come out to play, yay, with beer bottles. Okay, those young people out here watching me, you won't know what I'm talking about. There was a movie. Oh, I gotta empty this off. Wait. It's okay, nobody will notice. There was a movie called Scorpios Come Out to Play. I don't know, it was in the 70s or 80s, early 80s maybe. Okay, so let me just do these, and then I think I'm going to do the other cards and maybe read the notes. How long is this? An hour and 15 minutes. Yikes. Okay. It's going to take a long time to upload. So I might read the notes on a different one. Yeah. Because this is already a lot of videos. Okay. Anyhow, boys and girls, girls and boys, I need this burn to be in the picture. Thank you. Okay. Some messages for the Scorpios. Please, angels and spirit guides. Thank you, dear God. Messages. These are mermaid cards. From Genocide. Shout out for Genocide. My good friend. She also has a YouTube channel. This is just one big advertisement. Okay. Scorpio. What does Scorpios need to know moving forward in November, December, and the new year? Scorpios need to know. What do Scorpios need to know? So, Father healing. Your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. Okay, daddy issues. This is for anybody, male or female. They're saying any issues that you have in terms of your dad, whether it was a beautiful, perfect relationship and your dad died or passed away, or just you haven't been able to see him, or there was an issue that was unresolved, or maybe this in heaven right now, you still have to write that letter to them. You still have to try to reach out to them if they are alive. They're saying that you need father healing. Your personal power increases as you give any father-related issue to heaven. So you have an issue, maybe there was a big problem with your dad, and you need to take the judgment out of it and see him as a little boy growing up, and maybe something that happened to him caused him to act how he did to you. And so seeing people as a child, because children are innocent. So you know that they started out as innocent. Or it could be simple as just giving that issue to God and saying, I'm not going to worry about this anymore. I'm not going to spend like hours and hours and years of worrying about this father issue. Okay? And give it to God. Okay? It's really a beautiful card. Okay, waves of prosperity coming in. Prosperity, abundance. Very good. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. Okay? So, it's okay to save up, always have something saved so that just in case, a pandemic happens, you know what I'm saying. But if you wanted to start that side business, they're saying that you will have abundance. If you wanted to do some kind of different job, they're saying abundance is coming to you, Scorpios, okay? So it's really, they're not saying wait and hold on. They're saying you can move forward, okay? Because abundance is yours. Waves of prosperity coming in. And I just heard inheritance. Inheritances for some people too. Then we have, the last one is divine magic, which is the same picture on the card. Okay, divine magic. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now, so expect miracles. Oh, I'm so happy for you guys. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now, so expect miracles. Okay. Okay, active. I'm trying to get a message. I don't know how to word that. How do I word that? It's saying some Scorpios have been like in a stagnant state. Quiet, too quiet, not showing your artistic side enough, not showing your creative side enough. Some things that you used to do, you want to go back to doing it, but you're afraid, and you're like being too serious. So they want you have to use your gifts and talents. You have to use your playful side, your inner child. Think about what you like to do when you were 8 years old, when you're an 8-year-old girl, when you're an 8-year-old boy, when you were 15-year-old boy, when you're a 15-year-old girl. What were you doing? Okay? The angels and your spirit guides want you to go back to some of that, okay? And you might say, well, I have bills to pay, I got a house, I'm not 8 years old anymore, Katrina, I'm not, 15, and my parents pay the bills. No, I understand that, but we all have little time for playtime, whether it's on your weekend, whether it's one day a week. You have to push yourself to have that time, okay? Because the stuff that we like to do when we were younger, our gifts and talents are wrapped up in that, okay? And the people that, it could be as easy as going to concerts, except if it's a Travis Scott concert. Don't go to that, okay? I might do a video on that, but I'm trying to see what the spirit guides say. But basically, they want you to... Okay, what God is saying is, I gave you those talents and gifts for a reason. I didn't give you that talent to wrap it all up and put it on the back of the shelf. Okay, just showed me that whole little picture because I was having trouble to say what they're saying. Sometimes, because it's clear for them, but it's not clear for me on how to word it. Okay, yes, take that gift and talent off the shelf. And it was definitely something you used to do. Make magic again. That's what I just heard. Just take a little step, a little energy towards it, and you'll see. You'll be so happy that you did. I feel much freer with the burn, and it's out here so nobody can yell at me that they can't breathe or I'm trying to suffocate anybody. And nobody bothers me, so I feel great out here. So it's flowing. Dolphin left, dolphin right. Okay. I know I'm a jerk. I have to be a jerk, though. Makes me happy. Okay, so I'm doing these last cards. You don't see me do these cards that often. Everybody seems to like them, though. And to tell you the truth, I don't even know what the name of them are. Somebody gave them to me. Either Genocide or Dark Rose gave them to me. Anyway, I like them. So what messages do we have for Scorpio? Closing messages from the cards. Scorpio for 2021 and going into 2022. What do they need to know? What messages? What words? Group of words? People? I'm open and receptive to receiving messages in my mind about the Scorpio. Oh boy. They're kind of like insistent. I just heard, start that business already. Will you start that business or a new job? Somebody is staying home. They just showed me like a foot injury, a leg injury or a foot injury, and so that they couldn't go to their regular job, but they want you to start something that you like, and don't use the excuse of the foot, because you could always go on the computer, you could always go on the phone. So they're saying, a couple of you Scorpios out there have been thinking about some sort of business, but everything like the world shut down and you're waiting for the world to turn open again. And it's never going to be the same type of world. It'll be a little bit similar, but we'll always be changed. But that doesn't mean we stop going after our dreams, falling in love, making friends, doing our job, paying the bills, whatever. That doesn't stop. We have to get back on and go after our dreams again. And don't let anything that starts with a P or a C stop you. Because you'll get there, but you have to ask your angels to help you. And your guardian angels as well. You will get there. So what messages do we have for Scorpios? Thank you, dear God. Thank you, guardian angels. Thank you, spirit guides. I appreciate you. Okay. All right, so the other water signs are very important to you, Scorpio. So Pisces and Cancer are the other two water signs, plus people who are your sign as well, exact sign, Scorpio. What do? You learn from them. You need to be around the other water signs. It validates you. They understand you, they get you. But you also need to be around, they're telling me, again with the fire signs, but also, I heard Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is an air sign. So the air signs are Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. But I heard Aquarius like twice, so so there's an Aquarius in your life, or maybe a couple of Aquariuses, and they are somebody that you need to spend more time with as well. Because they're all up in the clouds, okay? And then I said earlier, Sagittarius and fire and Aries, they help you. You have the emotions and you have it in here. They help you find a way to get it out. And they're like a tough strength for you. Yeah, so surround yourself with more people, Scorpio, like you used to. They just told me that, like you used to. Okay. This is take 4. Okay. Okay, so visions of life beyond death. So this could be you're tapping into, or some of you are starting to get ready to think about the other side, to think more about, life after death. Like when you're in heaven, when you're in the galaxy, or people that went to heaven, that you know and you love. You're thinking a lot about that, or maybe you're worried about somebody, that's older that might be making that transition. And it's okay to think those thoughts. You're not, everybody that's here, me included, everyone, we're all going to make that transition whenever God wants us to, okay? So, think about, they just said, they want you to think about heaven and what a beautiful place heaven is. And it's like they want you to use your third eye, definitely more. Your third eye, your psychic ability, but it's just more about meditating and slowing down and just visualizing your dreams, your wants, the people who are on the other side. Ask your ancestors, what do I need to know to move forward? Hey, ancestors, you could call ancestors, or if you have a specific person that you feel strong about that's on the other side, say their name 3 times, then ask them your question. And they will hear you, and they will come to you, and they will try to show you signs of how they're answering you or guiding you, okay? So visions of life beyond death, and that's number 44. I used to live at 44. Okay. Then we have inner trust. Look closely at this card. This would be good if this was smokier. And I said, look closely at this card. Okay. So, if we don't have inner trust, we don't have anything. You have to trust your gut. You have to learn to trust that psychic feeling or your gut feeling about something. When you shake somebody's hand, they're either a dead fish, run away from them. If it's a dead fish, but they seem nice on the outside, but if it's a dead fish handshake, that's my boss that gave me 10 years of hell, okay? I was like, oh, she seems so nice, but when I shook her hand was like rubbery, and seemed like she just wanted to let go, and it was clammy and rubbery instead of like a strong, Anyhow, your inner instinct, trust your inside, trust your self to know what you need and what you want to fulfill yourself and to fulfill your life, okay? How much stress can you take before you just don't want to live anymore, okay? God forbid. How much, abuse, they just told me to say this. How much abuse do you want to take before you say, this relationship's not working? So you know in your heart and in your gut what you should do, what you should end, or what somebody's been calling you. They really like you, but you don't know if you like them. Well, you're never going to know until you talk to them, until you go out, on a date or meet up, to spend time with that person. You won't know until you do that, okay? What does your gut tell you to do as a career? Scorpios need to be busy to feel better. And when you're not busy, then you can go into a depression. So the busier you are, the more jobs or things you have to do, the better for you. You might complain about it, but it's better for you, Scorpio. Okay? And then we have, so a lot of the peacock feathers are coming out. And I'm going to be doing a little painting about the peacock feathers as soon as I have time. Anyhow, so the peacock is regal, abundance, money, having enough. But she knows, she feels. Okay, so we're getting a lot of cards about that inner trust, inner knowledge. So take from that what you will. Apply that to your life, Scorpio, okay? Yeah, so it's like, don't reach out for the validation. Don't reach out here and there to feel good and to feel happy and to feel safe. You have to get it from in here, okay? You have to get it from in here and in here. Yeah. Showing me a lot of stuff with jobs, like new jobs, and somebody feels like a fish out of water. I mean, you guys, Scorpio, you know, the mermaid. Yeah, Pisces is the fish, but some of you feel like a fish out of water. Either you feel like you're too old, or you feel like you're too inexperienced, and you've been out of maybe the job market for a while, and you want some kind of position, but you feel like you don't have what it takes. Yes, you do, but you have to build yourself up in your mind and in your heart, and ask God and ask the guides, please help me with this, please help me, or if you have no idea what you should do, please help me to know which job to go to or what to study. Some of you Scorpios out there are going to go through a training program or back to school. Okay? Or at least a certificate. I just heard get the certificate. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, and this one is number 39. Free from judgment, free to love. Scorpios, you do a lot of the judging of yourself to a fault. Like, just be yourself. Whatever that might mean, be yourself. And the heck with anybody who, you know, goes to judge you or doesn't accept you, then you know that that person's not a friend. They're not a true friend. Okay? You be you. I be me, you be you. Okay, so this is free from judgment and free to love. It's really a beautiful card. And they said, and also for your choice, your choices of who to love, and what to love, like in terms of like, oh, I want to have a hobby doing this. And some people might say, oh, that's a waste of money, you know, or you're too old for that. Go away from those people that say things like that, okay? Or stand up for yourself and say, this is what I'm going to do now. This is what I want to do. And I'm going to do it. This is who I want to love now, and I'm going to love them. So release allegiances. This is a really interesting card. Tell me if you notice the bees that are all over her. You notice the bees? So she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 bees. And what do bees do? They bug you, they sting you, okay? They bite you, all right? So she has about 7 problems or issues that, when I say she, it could be male or female, okay? Anybody out there that's watching this, receive this. It doesn't have to just be a Scorpio. Okay, so about 7 issues or problems in your way. So they're saying release that and go where you want to go. Do what you want to do. Be yourself. Okay? Yeah, 7. Okay. Okay, just a final one. I feel like I need a final one of these cards. Thank you. That's good. Bring it into form. Okay, so that dream that you have, no matter if it's career-wise, job-wise, or emotional, relationship-wise, okay? Bring that into form. Start making steps. If it's a side business that you want to run from your apartment or your house, then buy a couple of the things that you need to have for that side business. And start every week, set aside 2 days to do it. Or stay up late and do it on the weekend, whatever it is, okay? My artwork doesn't just get made, all right? It's hours and hours of making it. Behind the scenes, you don't see me make it, okay? Maybe someday I'll paint in front of you, like quantum reality does. Maybe I'll do that, but right now, the way I do my artwork, most of the stuff is made already. And I just like to tell you the story about it and then advertise it to be sold, okay, for the chakras and what chakras it heals. Anyhow, bring it into reality, whatever you're dreaming about, whatever you're trying. If it's a relationship, then you might have to make some phone calls or get yourself out in a social way, okay? Tell that friend, I'm looking for a relationship, and hang out with people who have good relationships, because they are very good with ideas and how you can manifest, all right? So, like, if you're trying to become a skater, like an ice skater, I know this is a weird analogy. If you're trying to become like a top ice skater, are you going to hang out with gymnastics? Well, maybe you would. Okay, you're not going to hang out with painters if you're trying to become an ice skater. So you see what I mean? I can go down a whole rabbit hole of trying to fit analogies, but I am too tired for that. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, I did a lot of cards. And I would like to take this wig off because I've got